Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz. Today we're playing Black-Green Glee with a spicy twist of Greedy Freebooter and Shambling Ghast. So Shambling Ghast and Freebooter both give you treasures when they die. Then we can hit it with our Village Rites effect. We're playing 6 of those with 4 Village Rites and 2 Corrupted Conviction, plus 8 more Draw 2s with Deadly Dispute and Eviscerator's Insight. More sack fodder with Mesmeric Fiend, which we can sacrifice with the trigger on the stack. Colony Garden over here. Then we have protection and safekeeping with them and the Mesmeric Fiend and the last rites. Couple of energy refractors for colors. 6 green sources with the forest and the colony garden with a little bit of green source on the twisted landscapes. Mostly swamps and some Vault of Whispers. Our sideboard is mostly anti-combo, anti-glee, anti-burn, anti-burn. So hopefully that will force through. I've been seeing a lot of control decks like the Dimir Fae and Affinity out. I think that Shambling Ghast is pretty good against those decks, but we'll see if we can make it happen. Hopefully you enjoy. Well, let's get into the matches. I did forget to say, check out cardmarket.com, the largest seller of Magic the Gathering cards in Europe. Make sure to check out the Patreon for sideboard guides, patreon.com/kalikaiz. Like and subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought about the video. And now, let's get into the matches. We're here in round 1 on the play. We have the Glee, we have a little bit of card draw. I'm going to keep this. We want to lead on a creature, probably the Freebooter because it has the Scry effect. Then we can go Colony Gardens and sack the Freebooter or sacrifice the plant. Last time I played this opponent, they were on Glee. It looks like they're on some sort of Gates deck. So I think I'm okay to just make a plant, play a creature, and attack for 1. Sometimes you can actually get the beats going. Bash in. Looks like Boros Gates. Plays Thrilling Discovery, so it's Boros Bully Gates. They get back the Sneaky Snacker. Right? First I'm going to play the landscape, sacrifice it for black, and attack for 2. And then I can just Eviscerator's Insight this and then kill this thing. And then so they have no power on the table. That's probably fine. I'm not sure how much I care about a 2-1. Oh well, I'm just going to do it. Make them have to draw more cards to get that thing back. That is a little value for them though. We have 2 more Village Rites. So we probably want to play the landscape, sacrifice it for a swamp, and then draw a bunch of cards. A Faithless Looting, getting the Snacker back. Sort of expected. So maybe killing the Snacker was worthless. Discarding more Prismatic Strands. Plays the Basilisk Gate. Plays Raffine's Informant. I suppose... Wait, do we have the combo? We do. Can we win from here, though? I don't know if I can win from here. I'm going to play the landscape. Sacrifice it for black. I'm a little bit concerned they might have... I guess I should check the Boros Bully lists. They might have Journey to Nowhere, and I need to go look. Okay, so I found the list of our opponent. They do not have Journey to Nowhere. I'm going to play the Basking Broodscale. And then... Bro, that doesn't work out. I don't have enough mana. Oh well, okay. Well, that's a problem. That is a problem. We'll pass. Now I have to worry about Thraben Charm. I shouldn't have just jammed it. Whoops. So they have 4 Lightning Bolt and 2 Thraben Charms in their deck. Plays a Raffine's Informant. Discarding a Faithless Looting. Plays a Plains. They're getting him for 2. Okay. Holding open maybe Thraben Charm. So I have to find a way to get rid of their interaction. At the moment I can't, like... Let's start off with Eviscerator's Insight on the... Well, I want to use these Village Rites. I'll Village Rites the Freebooter. I'm trying to find a Tamiyo's Safekeeping. Mesmeric Fiend is maybe okay. Let's top it. Play a land. I'll just cast the Mesmeric Fiend. I'm not going to respond to the trigger. They have nothing. Mutt and 2 Thrilling Discovery. Guess I'll get rid of your Scrapwork Mutt. Sadistically on the Broodscale. And then we'll Village Rites, sacrificing the plant token. That gives me a creature. And then I can hopefully draw into some way to filter my mana. Other Village Rites. Okay, I'm going to start by attacking. Blocking with 1, so I'll make my creature 4/4. Eat your Fiend's Informant. Get another creature. Then I'll just flashback the Insight, I think. If I draw into the Energy Refractor, we can go off. Problem is I don't currently have the Refractor. Draw. We found the Refractor. How lucky. Okay, I'll play it. We found the Nightblade. Guess it was just too free for us this turn. That's lucky. Okay. Play the Nightblade out and proceed to kill our opponent. And they concede. Awesome. Thank you for that. That's very nice of you. So we know that they have, I'll pull out their list. They've got Coalition Honor Guard in the sideboard. And then Thraben Charms. So we do need to be able to deal with this Coalition Honor Guard. We can't really get it with the Fumes, or the Arms of Hadar. We have to bring in some number of Snuff Outs. Get rid of the Last Rites, I think. And then we need to make 2 more cuts. Maybe the Fiend, because we want the protection so that they have to cast their spell. And then maybe 1 Shambling Ghast. I think the Freebooter Scry value is a little bit better. Right, this hand would be great if we had a second land, but we don't, so we're going to mulligan. This hand is pretty good. Keep. I can put back the Freebooter and then go land. I think I'm just going to put back the Vault of Whispers. Then we'll play the Freebooter, turn to Colony Guard and Village Rites. And looking to draw into some more dispute type effects so that we can Mesmeric Fiend and dispute the Fiend. Opponent plays a Boros Gate. Cliff Gate it is. Another Shambling Ghast. Or another Freebooter Ghast effect. Opponent's turn. They play a Plains. Thrilling Discovery. They gain 2 life. They can discard 2 cards and then draw 3 cards. They discard a Rally the Peasants and a Gate. Find a Deadly Dispute. Go Colony Garden. I'll attack for 1. And then use my Village Rites. Village Rites on the Freebooter. Building up my mana. I'll keep the Corrupted Conviction. Finding another Glee. It's not the greatest. We were sort of looking for lands. So here maybe I can just Deadly Dispute the plant. If I found another land, I could Mesmeric Fiend Corrupted Conviction. But maybe I just want to save it for... Well, I probably should Mes Fiend plus Corrupted Conviction in order to get past their potential Coalition Honor Guard in hand and just exile it forever. Let's see what we draw. Opponent Thrilling Discoveries again. Discarding Sacred Cats. Plays a land. We draw a Glee. Let's do the Mesmeric Fiend plus Sacrifice and Draw thing. Alright, sacrifice and draw cards. Found a Snuff Out. Screeches, Veteran, Fiend's Informant, Sneaky Snacker, and Thraben Charm. They don't have another land. I think I'll take the Fiend's Informant, play a land, pass the turn. So I could have taken the Thraben Charm there, but this gets them kind of stuck on what they're doing. And we have full information. Plays the Lunarch Veteran. Sacred Cat comes back. Then I guess they bring back another Sacred Cat. Let's start by Deadly Dispute on this plant. We found Broodscale Glee Combo. But they have the Thraben Charm. We have extra Glees though. So we can go land, play Basking Broodscale, put the Glee on it, kill your Lunarch Veteran, and then make my creature huge. They're going to have to use the Thraben Charm on the Sadistic Glee. But we have backups. Okay, it's a 30-30 and I'm passing the turn. They play the Basilisk Gate. So now they can Battle Screech, flashback Battle Screech, or they can Thraben Charm the Glee. Go for Thraben Charm. Gets that Luminous Phantom out. Okay, can go Sadistic Glee again. Attack. Now, they gain a life, but we get a second Eldrazi spawn. Let's Deadly Dispute that extra spawn. I find is safekeeping. Go sacrifice, make black, insight this spawn again. Trying to get to the point where I have multiple attackers. On the Energy Refractor. How lucky. Okay. Play the Refractor. So now we're just going to try to draw into our Nightblade. Another Broodscale. Make a black. Play the Shambling Ghast. Then I'm going to kill the Luminous Phantom. by sacrificing the Shambling Ghast. Conviction this. Get rid of the Luminous Phantom. Okay, that's gone. Bit of time usage that we have here. We're gonna go, I guess, just green. It's gonna be a little bit frustrating time-wise, but we can get the second Broodscale down and then a second Glee. Okay, Glee on the Broodscale. That'll allow me to just keep going, have tons and tons of mana, and get ready for the next turns. Okay, so we'll Eviscerator's Insight, sacrificing the spawns, make tons of spawns. Our one creature's already 50-50. Finding a swamp, play the Freebooter. What you want to do is put the, announce the spell, then put the triggers on the stack just to make everything go by a little bit faster. Our opponent scoops. I love it. There was just another Snuff Out. We probably would, yep, we would have drawn into the Nightblade to win the game. Let's get on to round 2. We're on the draw here in round 2 versus Chaos Lex. Have to mulligan a 1-lander. This one's a mulligan as well. We're in a bad spot. We're mulliganing very hard. Let's keep and then get rid of 1 creature and 1 land, I guess. We have to get rid of 3 things. Well, that's not good. But I'm keeping the Shambling Ghast and then a bunch of stuff to sacrifice. Like, I want to just try to draw cards now. Maybe I should have kept the other land. Opponent is on Affinity. There's a Nile Spellbomb. Into a Refurbished Familiar. I'm just going to concede. Go to game 2. Refurbished Familiar is just bleh. That is a beating, huh? I think we're just going to resubmit. I like that Last Rites can strip their hand of interaction. So we need to not mulligan to 4. On the play now. Maybe this will work out. Let's keep. We'll play the Landscape and just fetch up a Swamp. Then pass the turn. Our opponent is on Silverbluff Bridge. We have a Shambling Ghast. Let's start on a Mezfiend and see if we can disrupt their hand. Okay. Not really. Take their Wellspring. They don't have any black mana. They can Galvanic Blast my Mesmeric Fiend if they want. Let's attack you for 1. See if they want to Galvanic my Mezfiend. Yep, so let's now Eviscerator's Insight it. Okay. We're looking for a land. We didn't draw land. But Galvanic Blast out of the hand. They have the Wellspring now. Sometimes these opponents are very greedy. Maybe we should have brought in multiple Duresses. We just want to use the Shambling Ghast as a way to get rid of the Krark, and then safekeeping can be just Duress. Now they have black mana. Wow, we're really behind. Pass the turn. I don't think I can win anymore. Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring. Plays a Blood Fountain. Candy Trail. They have 1 mana available at the moment. Okay. Attack with the Freebooter. Puts you to 19. Village Rites the Freebooter. Looking for lands. Okay, I'll take that. Draw. Go 9. Now we have 8 cards in hand. Play the Shambling Ghast. Pass the turn. We're sort of recovering. 6 cards in hand for the opponent. Plays a Mere Enforcer. Nile Spellbomb as well. So they can Spellbomb away my Eviscerator's Insight. 4 cards in hand. Play a land. And if I should Shambling Ghast as well, I'll play the Shambling Ghast. My plan is to double Village Rites, the Shambling Ghasts, and then try to go off on my turn, because we'll have 5, 6, 7 mana, plus an additional 5 cards from where we are. We have Safekeeping for protection, and we can maybe get them with the Nightblade. The game went from completely impossible to maybe possible. Okay, looks like they're going to hold up just Cast Down. I need to draw a Broodscale coming up here. Block, Corrupted Conviction, make a treasure. On Broodscale, we draw a Colony Garden. So now I think I'm going to Deadly Dispute the Shambling Ghast to get even more treasures on the table. We have a lot of mana now. Didn't get there still. Plays another Mere Enforcer. Another Deadly Dispute. We can try Deadly Disputing our land, or just go Colony Garden, and then Conviction. Village Rites the Colony Garden. Didn't get there still. Play my Nadir's Nightblade. Looks like I'm going to have to discard the hand size. I guess it will be the Swamp, sadly. They have 11, 12 damage. Have the cast down. I go for cast down. We'll make a green. Put them to 21. I go to 18. Try safekeeping. They have another cast down. Make a green. Do I care? 2 cards in hand. So, okay. I'm going to go sacrifice a treasure. Sacrifice another treasure. And then we'll Deadly Dispute the Nightblade. I have 1 more in hand. This will go back up on mana. We don't draw the, we don't gain the life though. We're at 20, going down to 8. Okay. Still no Broodscales. I'll try Deadly Dispute on the Vault of Whispers. Wow. Still can't find it. Alright then. Play the Vault of Whispers. Play another Nightblade. Now I'm trying to think if I need to do anything else here. Maybe I should put a Sadistically on the Nightblade. Just in case. Okay, they play a Krark-Clan Shaman. They have Deadly Dispute in hand. So if they have Toxin Analysis, we just safekeeping the Nightblade. Okay. They're sacrificing an artifact. Sacrificing a second artifact. Okay. They have to kill their Mere Enforcers to kill my thing. I think it becomes an X5. They've only dealt it 3 damage. Okay. They draw a card. I'm gonna block. And then I'll use the safekeeping. Go to 11. Mere Enforcer, they Reckoner's Bargain it, drawing cards. Sure. So we need another safekeeping or some sort of like disruption spell to get through a Galvanic. Oh, F5. They play an Ichor Wellspring. Okay. So it's now or never. Broodscale, come on. Cannot find it. In Colony Garden, make a plant. Insight away the plant. They lose a life. Our thingy gets bigger. Can we find the Glee? The Broodscale, we found it. Okay, now we win a lot of ways. Adapt this thing, and you're dead. I can't believe I got there. I was so down on myself. Crazy. Okay, well, let's go to game 3. I think I do want the Duresses. I know safekeeping was really good there, but I think the Duresses will help me to disrupt their early game in a way that can stop them from like going so far over the top of me. Like we saw there, we took their Wellspring and then they basically had nothing to do. Affinity is like pretty reliant on their early game setup, I think, but maybe I could be wrong. Okay, we have the combo in hand. We have Last Rites. Maybe this is going to work out. One plays Draws Forge Bridge. So we'll go land, Freebooter, then pass. We're going to Deadly Dispute the Freebooter on turn 2. That will give us up to 4 mana. Kind of relying on drawing into the Wellspring, or the Energy Refractor. And them not having a Krark. Play Nile Spellbomb. Refurbish Familiar. Okay. I'll get rid of my Last Rites. Kind of stinks, but it's also kind of fine. I'll attack you for 1. No blocks. Okay. Deadly Dispute the Freebooter. Another Village Rites, I'm going to bottom. Looking for lands. Find a Mesmeric Fiend. Let's pass. Another Refurbish Familiar. I'll get rid of this Glee. They have 1 mana open. I don't know what they're relying on. Let's go Fiend and then sacrifice it. Still trying to draw lands. You can yield to the return trigger, and then the other trigger will exile a card from their hand forever. We found a land. Multiple Galvanic Blasts. Okay. So I get rid of the Galvanic. Play the Colony Garden. So this turn it's going to be Shambling Gas, Broodscale maybe? They Galvanic me. Interesting. So they think that they can just get by on this. Oh man. They have Cast Down in hand to try to kill me. It's in for 4. Play Shambling Ghast. Play Broodscale. They have Cast Down in hand. It's in for 4 again. I need a Deadly Dispute. We have the Last Rites. So, guess I'm going to try to Last Rites them. Get rid of their Cast Down. They cast down the Broodscale. Okay. We will discard 0. Looks like they're going to be able to kill me with their 2/1 flyers. Affinity got me good. I never drew lands. What did I discard? I discarded the last rights. Drew another last rights. Couldn't get my Broodscale going. If I find a village rights I can win. Oh, they have a Kenku. Got me. On to round 3. Round 3, let's go. On the play. I'm going to keep this. It's risky. We have Eviscerator's Insight on the Vault of Whispers, if anything else. Let's pass the turn. Forest for the opponent. Einhorn Elves. Okay, so they're on Elves. So post board, we have some good stuff we can do. I'm looking to just rip something good. Find a Ghast. That's pretty good. So I'll probably try to kill their creature with my Shambling Ghast instead of making a treasure. They play a Winding Way. Hitting Well-Wisher, Well-Wisher, Forest, lead the Stampede. So they just drew 2 Well-Wishers, which isn't that useful for them. I don't know if I need to kill their creature right now then. Oh, okay. We'll just go Broodscale and Glee on the Broodscale. Attack for 1. So we have the combo. Next turn we can Village Rights this, making a treasure, making the Broodscale big, attacking with the Broodscale. We'll try to draw into our win condition because otherwise they're going to be able to chump for days. Our opponent's attacking sort of indicates to me that they have a Vines of Vastwood, which I am definitely not going to block and get my thing killed. Cycles a Generous End. Finding a Forest. Plays a Masked Vandal. Dang. Brutal. I didn't expect that. Got me good there. Plays a Quirion. Start with Freebooter. Then I'll Village Rights the Freebooter, looking for another Glee, I guess. Gonna bottom the Swamp for the moment. Draw. Colony Garden. Attack. They take the 3. He's going to Eviscerator's Insight, the Shambling Ghast, and draw some cards. Just actually gonna make a treasure token too. They have Well-Wishers in hand. Not super scary, hopefully. We find another Glee. So I can go Freebooter this turn. And then go Glee this, sacrifice the Freebooter on the next turn. Plus safekeeping for my creature. Opponent still has the Well-Wishers in hand. Right now they can make 7 mana. They cast a Winding Way, another Masked Vandal, and a Generous End. And then they bin a Forest and a Winding Way. I wonder how many Masked Vandals are playing. They can't be playing more than 4. I mean 2. Obviously they can't be playing more than 4. Okay, they cycle the Generous End. Plays a Masked Vandal, killing my land. Jeez, man. We draw last rights. I'm gonna Village Rights my Freebooter. Gives me my mana back, and then hopefully we'll draw some more mana. Can bottom the Insight for now. Find a Refractor. Okay. So next turn I have the combo plus... okay, let's pass. I have like Glee, go off, Tameo safekeeping. I can last right to them maybe. Still kind of nervous about a Vines of Vastwood. Looks like they're gonna just do something big this turn. Timberwatch Elf. Scary, scary stuff. Plays a Well-Wisher. There's one more Well-Wisher in hand. They're gonna get in for 2. I'll just take it this turn. I'm still concerned. I haven't seen their hand. I find a Corrupted Conviction. Go Sadistic Glee on the Broodscale. Make a black. I guess I should use this to make the black. Doesn't really matter. Corrupted Conviction on the... Well, actually, we want more blockers. So let's just do this. This gives me a plant, or a spawn. Okay, I'm back in the game. Play the Refractor, draw some cards. Swamp is good. And then I'm just making mana and trying to keep as much open mana for the next turn as possible. I'll Corrupted Conviction this plant. Draw. Another Broodscale. Make a black. Eviscerator's Insight the spawn. Trying to go wide so I have enough blockers for the Timberwatch. Maybe I should have waited to draw into a Colony Garden since I drew that here. Only dispute the spawn. Sacrifice the spawn 2 times. Make a black. Village Rights the spawn. Okay. More stuff to do. I'll play a Freebooter. Then I made all the mana, and I'll go ahead and Deadly Dispute the Freebooter. Our opponent's okaying through everything, so I'm just not narrating every single action. It would take way too much time. We scry gas to the bottom. So since they're okaying everything, I'm just going to last rites them to see what is going on over there. Was I right about the Vines of Vastwood? Jaspera, Sentinel, and Wellwisher. They didn't have the vines. I'll cast a Deadly Dispute on the spawn. Still trying to find my win condition. Another Glee would be fine too. Oh, okay. Didn't get there. All right. I asked my opponent to please just let me take my actions. We'll see if they do. Still okaying through everything. So it's weird because in this spot, you sort of could just time them out by clicking your spawns. Because they're responding to literally everything. All right, now I have another Broodscale. There's so many Glees. I think I should try to draw a few more cards before I go for the infinite creatures plan. Cast Eviscerator's Insight, sacrificing a spawn. There's the Nightblade. Oh, thank goodness. Ugh. So I can actually, so I'm looping now, trying to drain them out, but I have 8 tokens on the battlefield. So I can just get them to 8 and then sacrifice everything and not yield to the Nightblade and then F6, and that should win the game. All right, F6. Opponent's gonna go to 0. We win game 1. So post board, I think we don't really need. We're just gonna go Snuff Outs and Drown in Sorrows. Then I can cut these cards, the Safekeepings, and then the Mesmeric Fiend. So I have 2, so I'll just bring back in the Nightblade. I don't really need the hand disruption, I think. I think we just want to kill everything on their board. We're in an interesting spot here where we have double Glee, Broodscale, Drown in Sorrow. I like all these things. What I'm looking to do is get to 4 mana. So if I find a green source, that'd be really awesome. We can go turn 2 Broodscale, turn 3 Adapt It, turn 4 Glee, Drown in Sorrow, kill you. Opponent plays a forest. Now they could go wide enough for this Drown in Sorrow on my turn 3 not to matter. Land has to turn. They cycle a Generous End, turning on their, they find a Tangled Islet so they can get the blue source. They're turning on their exile creature thing. Winding Way. Okay, so they have Nyxborn, Timberwatch, Quirion, Priest of Titania. So we probably want to wait to Drown in Sorrow until the Timberwatch is on the table. They discard a Lead the Stampede and a Nyxborn Hydra. I'll play a land, pass the turn. 3 mana for the opponent. Plays Quirion Ranger. Then I assume they play the Priest of Titania. Okay, they did. I think this is fine for me to just Drown in Sorrow them. I'm going to bottom the Nightblade because I'm looking for green sources or something like to hit with a Corrupted Conviction. They play the Tangled Islet. And then Timberwatch Elf. Another Glee. Not good. Our opponent's going to attack for 1. So that seems pretty good for me. Plays another Timberwatch. Find a Colony Garden. So if I don't block, I can go Broodscale, Glee, Corrupted Conviction to plant, and then Glee again, then go infinitely wide. We're expecting a Mass Vandal from the opponent right now. Just on the Vault of Whispers. They play Nyxborn Hydra for 1 on the Timberwatch Elf, making it a 2/3. So it'll get through a Arms of Hadar now, or Drown in Sorrow. They make it bigger, so I can attack for 4. Okay. 3 cards in hand. I mean, I'm going to have infinite chumpers. Play the Broodscale. Play the Glee. Opponent with the Negate. Okay. I have another Glee. Then I will Corrupted Conviction to plant. So now I can't make infinite creatures. I can just make this thing gigantic. So I'll make it like a 30-30 and pass the turn. Looks like this time they're actually yielding. That's good. That's helpful. Thank you. All right, your turn. They play an Avenging Hunter. And they get a Forest. They also got a Jaspera Sentinel into play. No. Let's go Broodscale again. Glee this one. Then start making a bunch of creatures. We're going to Deadly Dispute on the spawn. Getting back some black mana. We can snuff out the Avenging Hunter or something. Well, Viscer's Insight, another spawn. Finding a forest isn't that great. Looking for black mana so I can keep doing stuff. We flashback the Viscer's Insight, making a ton of spawns. This is when it gets kind of convoluted. We're just letting all the triggers resolve. Easy peasy in paper though. Okay. We don't have any more black. I guess I play this. Then I'll get rid of your... I don't know, it doesn't really matter what I kill. I'll attack. That's the turn. Then I can just block and like snuff out whatever one so they don't get any trample damage. Now our opponent can go into the Forge or the Lost Well. I suppose maybe they Lost Well so they can try to find a Masked Vandal. They are going Lost Well. Opponent plays a Jasper Sentinel. What are you going to do now? No attacks. Okay. Have the Energy Refractor. Now it should be smooth sailing. So I click the spell and then click my spawns, put all the triggers on the stack, and then the spell will resolve. I could also like float a little bit of mana first. It's probably easy to just okay the spell here. Draw a card. Cast a Deadly Dispute. Black. Sacrifice this plant. Oh yeah, we don't have any... I did add the Nightblades back in, I think. Just no disruption. So sometimes it Magic Online breaks when there's too many triggers and loops and stuff, so you have to be aware of that. Always yes, it has to happen again sometimes. You have tons and tons of creatures. Okay. So I can cast Snuff Out on your... Well, let's... Just keep casting cards. We're up to Conviction. At this point, we're in the position where our opponent's just going to time out to me making mana and drawing cards. It's okay. Okay, we'll draw cards. I'm looking for 4 Snuff Outs so I can just get rid of everything. Or I could Drown in Sorrow a bunch of times. So I guess we'll try keeping to draw cards first. Cast the Insight. The plan here is draw enough removal spell to get rid of everything and then attack. But resolving everything is going to be hard. And they're still clicking through, maybe not. Okay, things are happening a lot faster now, that's good. So the clock is mostly me now. Second Snuff Out. We have 2 Drown in Sorrows. Cast this Village Rites. So I think I want to snuff the creature that has the, let's see. I want to snuff the creature that has the Hydra on it so that I can just kill the Hydra with my Drown in Sorrow. Trying to draw the cards. Rearrange the hand well. All the triggers are on the stack. Cast a Freebooter. And then I'll sacrifice the Freebooter so I can get a little bit of extra looks. Maybe I should be using my swamps just for time saving purposes. Freebooter's gonna resolve. Cast another Freebooter. Insight the Freebooter. Okay, I found the Nightblade, so now I don't have to worry. Play the Nightblade. Our opponent has a counterspell. Good for you. Darn it. Alright, we will keep drawing cards. Let's blast this thing. They let that resolve. We'll cast the Drown in Sorrow. And whatever they respond with on the Timberwatch, we'll snuff out, and then we can just get rid of it. We'll bottom this extra sadistic Glee. This is going to be a lot of triggers. Gotta go way over here with the Freebooter trigger on the stack. I think I'm going to crash the application. It's very, very laggy right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to also just snuff out this thing and then yield through this turn. We'll go always no. That way we don't have more random triggers entering the battlefield. No. That should make it get through a lot faster. We know they have 0 cards in hand. At times like these, I wonder what my opponent is doing. Did they walk away from their machine? Are they watching me, wondering if the timeout will work? It might. It's been like 3 minutes. All right, I don't think it's going to work. We should be able to resolve these triggers at this point. We're going to be attacking for 99 and 71 at the moment. Let's see. Finally, all the triggers are resolving. We can attack with all of our creatures. And we win the game. Bam. 168. Okay. On round 4. Round 4 on the play. We have a pretty decent hand. We can start with Freebooter and then Freebooter Village Rites. Tameo Safekeeping potentially can be useful. We have our win condition, but not the combo. Opponent is on mono red, probably. Maybe. Okay, it is mono red. They're getting in. I'm not going to block here. Let's just play another Freebooter. And I think I'm going to pass and then see if they want to swing in and double trade. Although I would like to not have that happen. They play an Implement of Combustion. I'm going to make the stack a little bit bigger since I had to make it teeny tiny before. They're getting in. We'll double block. Kind of expecting them to do something about it. My expectation is they bolt. They decided not to. Should I just... I think I need to just kill my creatures. Doink. They didn't take the bait. Can top this. Draw. Found the Glee. Let's Village Rites this thing. Energy Refractor, top. I need lands, but it's good that we have the Energy Refractor going. Oh no, a second Refractor. I needed the lands. So we're not taking any damage. They didn't do anything else. Play the Refractor. Looking to draw a land, hopefully. He drew the land. Play the land and pass the turn. There'll be 4 mana in play. So next turn, we probably just Insight the Refractor. They have a Kuldotha Rebirth. That's scary. Plays a Voldaren Epicure. They appear to be setting up for a Bushwhacker turn. Getting in for 2. Go to 15. There's 13 damage if they get me here. Let's Insight this Refractor. Play the land. Play another Refractor. Another Insight. So it was greedy to not sacrifice those Freebooters in an earlier turn. They don't Bushwhacker, but they still have a ton of damage. 8 damage. We go to 7. Find a Village Rites. Let's play the Nadir's Nightblade. Play the Landscape. I'm going to pass. So they still have 8 damage. They will block here. Take 7, go to 1. They have a Galvanic. I'm going to make green. Go to 2. Tameo's Safekeeping on this. And we'll sacrifice this for green. Go to 4 life. Can we win, though? Nope. They have the bolt. So the sideboarding is relatively easy that I'm doing. I like to bring in all the Drown in Sorrows and all the Weather the Storms. And then I don't think that we need the Nightblades or the Mezfiends. And then I like to just cut down to 2 safekeepings. But the other thing we could do is just put the Nightblades in. I think this is fine, though, because we're just focused on survival. We're on the play. This is fine. We'll go land Shambling Ghast, looking to trade off for a while. We have enough mana to cast our Weather Storms and our other stuff. If they Tomb Raider attack, it's an easy trade. Okay, they did Tomb Raider, and they did attack, and we did trade. Play a land. Play another Shambling Ghast. One with the Gorilla Shaman. Solid for them. They specifically wanted to trade so that they could kill... Okay, I'm going to attack in with the Shambling Ghast. I think bringing in the Gorilla Shaman is a little wonky, but I guess they want to take out my treasures. Viscerator's Insight this. Kill the Gorilla Shaman. Draw 2. On the Broodscale, they play a Voldaren Epicure and a Blast Runner. I found that opponents will bring in Gorilla Shaman no matter how many artifact lands they see. If they see 1 artifact land, they will bring in Gorilla Shaman. So be aware. Implement of Combustion. Now my turn. I'll play my Greedy Freebooter. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an Experimental Synthesizer, finding a Fire Blast. So I can turn on the Blast Runner with the Fire Blast. It would be pretty greedy of them. They're getting in. Block the 1/1. I need that treasure in the scry. They put us to 15 after the attacks by cracking their thing. Okay, I guess I take the Glee. I'm a little concerned. I need mana. I'm going to bottom the Glee. They have 2 cards in hand. Kuldotha Rebirth. And they have Fire Blast in exile. And 1 more card. Fire Blast us to 11. Okay, I'll play my Shambling Ghast. We'll see what happens. We have Village Rites into Weather the Storm. They're attacking in. Let's block a token. We go to 8. Make a treasure. They play a Blast Runner. I'm going to Village Rites the plant. Guess I have to cast the weather, but it's not that great. Take a draw. Play my Shambling Ghast out. I'll see what they do here. I think I'm going to try to block a Blast Runner and then Deadly Dispute the Shambling Ghast. They go Goblin Grenade. Okay. Puts me to 3. Then they have double Blast Runner. Let's Deadly Dispute the Shambling Ghast. Make a treasure. I need to draw a land and a board wipe. Did not draw either. Weather the Storm. Gain 9. That Vault of Whispers destruction completely killed me. Can't believe it. They'll put me back to 5. Or 6. 5. Okay. Wow. Play the Broodscale. I'm going to get hammered here. They kill my Broodscale. I don't think I have a chance. Yep. GG. Last round, I'm trying to get that 2-3 and get my money back. We have to mulligan this one with the 1-lander. Double Broodscale. We'll try to keep it. I'll put back the last rights because it's going to be hard for us to use. Play the Swamp and pass the turn. Since I have 2 Broodscales, I can just jam one on turn 2 and see what happens. Opponent is on blue. I'll play the Broodscale. If I get 4 spiked here, I'm going to be sad. 4 spike is days. The days of Pauper. Same vibes. They cycle Alluring Revealed, getting an island. Here, 4 spike me again. I'll just let you do it. Not that time. Opponent casts a Consider. They kept whatever was on top, plays a land. They're going to boomerang me. They're accomplishing a great many things. Let's Mesmeric Fiend away their terrors. I think the... Oh, come on. I wonder if they're on 4 spike. They've got a Consider. I'll try another Mes Fiend. I haven't drawn any lands. Counterspell this time. One knows what's up. There's your terror. They got it done. Play a Freebooter, pass the turn. They boomerang my Freebooter. I could have Tameo safekeeping it, but I'm getting a little bit upset about the way things are going, so it's just not playing super tight. Let's try another Broodscale and a Freebooter. Guess that resolved. Opponent Thought Scars himself, milling Island. They boomerang the Broodscale again. Okay, it was Echoing Truth that time. Make it stop. Gets in for 5. On their previous turn, they accidentally skipped their attack step. Got more terrors in there? Not this time. Play the Broodscale. Got a Counterspell. Let's Corrupted Conviction this and then concede to a Spell Pierce. Guess I'm topping the other one so I can block. Found the Glee. Doesn't really get me anywhere. Freebooter go. They Thought Scar themselves, milling 1 terror and Alluring Revealed. 5 islands in play. They're going to swing for 5 again. We'll go to 15. It's fine. Just very stuck on lands. It's turn 8 over here. Play my Nadir's Nightblade. That could change the clock a little bit. They're brainstorming looking for a counterspell. I enjoy this deck. I think, you know, you do get into these positions where you have found 3 lands and 15 cards, and then you're kind of hosed. But the mono blue deck is definitely hard to fight against. My thing resolves. Now they're opting. They go bottom on the opt. So they're trying to play an all instant speed interaction. They have another boomerang. Come on. You got to me. Boomerang again. Okay. Good stuff. Gets in. Gonna block. That's all 4 boomerangs. 1, 2, 3. No, not all 4. I'm still gonna bottom this Shambling Ghast. I'm really hoping to find lands. Now they cast Alluring Revealed and refill. Cool. Okay. Pretty nice. Go Mesmeric Fiend. Deadly Dispute the Mesmeric Fiend. What did you draw? Find a Freebooter. The 4th boomerang. All right, let's go to game 2. Bring in the duresses. And then I'm just going to cut the safekeepings. And then I'm hoping to be able to just chain off a little bit, draw my cards, and then eventually strip their hand and go off. But there we were, just too stuck on mana. And I think that's a problem with the 18 lands. We're on the play. Okay, I'm keeping... We have to watch out for so much random nonsense. But we can go Vault of Whispers, Colony Garden. Like Vault of Whispers, Shambling Gas, turn 2 Colony Garden, then crack the landscape. Play the land. Start getting the beats in. Opponent goes Island Delver. I can kill the Delver right now. I think I'm just going to kill the Delver. A lot of times they're pretty reliant on having that Delver swing in. They probably will not block. They don't block. Crack this thing and draw 2 cards. And kill the Delver. Another Colony Garden, so I can keep just putting plants onto the table to hit with my Eviscerator's Insight when they do tap out. Last rites. Okay, I'm going to play the Colony Garden and yield until the next end step. See what they want to do. Maybe, I guess if there's... They might just like try to boomerang me here, but I doubt it. No attacks. They Thoughtscour themselves. Milling Boomerang, Consider. I assume, yeah, okay, they use a Consider. We're going to dispute our plant with an Eviscerator's Insight. Go to 7 cards in hand. Now we have the combo. So I have to get up to 8 mana on the table in order to play everything from hand. Our opponent's trying to figure out if they can cast their Terror, but currently it costs 3, and they don't want to tap out. We have a Duress. That sort of helps them. I'm going to play my Landscape. Play this Energy Refractor. See if that resolves. They're counterspelling the Refractor. Okay. We'll sacrifice the Landscape for a Swamp. Plays 1 Terror. Okay. Do you have a second one? Delver. 3 cards in hand. You can play a Shambling Ghast. And then play a Swamp. Next turn I have Duress into the combo, but I don't have the Energy Refractor anymore to... Wait, let's not pass. No attacks. Play out the Broodscale. This way I can actually do stuff if they don't have things going on. Can't force spike it. Okay, so they flip their Delver on a Thoughtscour, plays a land, 3 cards in hand. Plays a Cryptic Serpent. Let's see if they attack with everything. Swings away. I'm going to block here and make a Treasure. Just for maximum total mana. I have 2 cards in hand. So the question is, do I play the Last Rites or play the Duress? I go Duress. 1, 2, 3. Last Rites. 1, 1, 2. Try the Duress first. So if they cast a Boomerang, I can just recast the Basking Broodscale. They Thoughtscour themselves. Milling Opt and Cryptic Serpent. Just to force spike in hand. Okay. So we'll Glee this creature. Make it bigger. And then I can attack. They're just chilling on force spike. Maybe I should have tried to draw into a second Glee to put it on the plant. That might have been a better idea. They're blocking, so we'll make our creature bigger. 5. Just make it big enough to flash back the Eviscerator's Insight for the moment. I'll Insight, sacrificing the Eldrazi spawn. Let's see if I draw that Glee that I was thinking about. Don't. Okay, so now my creature's a 9/9. They have just an island in hand. I think it makes sense to use the Eviscerator's Insight here on the plant. We have plenty of fodder for the Village Rites and stuff. Okay. Just play... I'm not going to play out any cards. The mana that matters to me right now is the Swamps. They play their island that was known. It's in for 3. So that means they don't have a bounce spell. And try Duress. Another island. Okay. So this time I'm going to try to do a good job and leave one of my things back as an attacker, potentially. Eviscerator's Insight, draw 2 cards. Find a Shambling Ghast and a Swamp. So if I sacrifice this, if I go Freebooter, sacrifice the Freebooter, I see 3 cards. So that's probably better. Freebooter. Sacrifice the Freebooter, and then we will scry, bottom this. So we have 2 draws to find another Glee. We didn't get there. We still have 1 Refractor left in the deck. Corrupted Conviction on the spawn. And I could just play out another Broodscale and adapt it. Okay, so we'll swing 20, killing their terror. They have 1 draw. Right now we are going to have 5 black mana on tap, so we can draw 4 cards plus the card from turn. Although we might have to last rites them again. Okay, they concede. We're off to the next game. Last game of the league. Do our best. Okay, I think I'm going to keep this hand. We have some parts of the combo. Mesmeric Fiend could do something. It'll maybe eat some of the stuff from their hand anyway. They go Delver. We don't have the turn 1 interaction for that this time. Freebooter is a good pickup. So if they spend their mana to flip the Delver, we can Deadly Dispute the Freebooter and try to find our combo. The Delver flips on a Brainstorm. Nice. Pretty good luck for the opponent. They Brainstorm, looking for lands maybe. Plays an island. We have to be aware of Force Spike and Spell Pierce. We go to 17. Play my Swamp out and Forest and attack for 1. Then I'm just kind of hoping that they do something on my end step to try to clear the Brainstorm. Okay. They consider. We will Deadly Dispute, going back to 7 cards in hand. We get a Scry. I'm going to bottom the Shambling Ghast. Draw the Corrupted Conviction. And an Energy Refractor. So this turn I can go Fiend Conviction. 3 islands now. They're going to attack and put us to 14. They have 5 cards in hand. We also have a Shambling Ghast. Let's try Mesmeric Fiend. They cast a Consider in response. And they put island into their graveyard. Force Spike on the Mesmeric Fiend. Okay, I'll pay. That means I'm not going to Corrupted Conviction it. I don't want to get got by Spell Pierce. Wow. Guess I take the Annul. And then I'll go Shambling Ghast, Conviction the Ghast. Trying to draw. Make a treasure token. Freebooter. Okay. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each creature costs 2 right now. They can only play 1 of them. Plays the Cryptic Serpent out. I can actually get rid of 2 of their serpents with my last rites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play my Swamp. We'll go last rites on you. Discard my 2 lands. Get rid of your 2 terrors. Play the Freebooter. That's the turn. So now I have to try to draw into a I have Cryptic Serpent left. I'm trying to top deck a Broodscale. And then I can play it and then play the Refractor. We'll block here. We're going to go to 8. Bottom this. Try to Eviscerator's Insight this land. But they didn't play their Snake, meaning they might have something else. Duress you. They have a counterspell for the Duress. Boomerang. Okay. So we take their Annul. Go land. Play the Mesmeric Fiend as a blocker. Take their Cryptic Serpent. And then now we have to draw the Broodscale still. Broodscale, Glee, make infinite mana, Energy Refractor, hope for the best. We have to block this 6/5. Now they have their Snake back in hand. It plays it out. Do we find the Broodscale? Shambling Ghast. Play the Refractor. Just couldn't get there. Okay, GG. We ended up 2 and 3. I think that the metagame has drastically shifted such that it's like hyper anti-Glee, but it is still a sweet deck. I feel like we ran a little bit unhot, but you know, maybe it was me being a little annoyed at the metagame or something and just not playing super tight. Hopefully we'll get them next time. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks again to Alan for the deck donation, and we'll see you in the next video.